Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the afternoon of Slapshot here on the SPL Network. My name is Darth. We got two big games here on the board for this afternoon. Okinawa Generations taking on the Charleston Ice Cats here at 10 o'clock, and then later on at 10:30 we got the Austin Alligators hosting the Okinawa Generations as well. Okinawa finishing off their regular season here tonight. It's Saturday evening here in Slapville. We got a good one for you tonight. Let's get to know what these teams are fighting for, what they're really all about. Let's take a look at the Intermediate Promotional Series standings. This is what the seeding is for the Promotional Series for the open teams trying to get into the intermediate slot. Between all of the players on the ice tonight, all of them are currently in a spot and they're locked into it. So everybody clinching their spot down in the Benders Conference of the Open Division, and so they will be seeded as such. With the seeding as it is currently, these are the games that will take place. Okinawa Generations right now undefeated in their conference. They'll be playing their last two games here this evening, as we have mentioned. They're set to play the Hartford Wolves, the Michigan Mafia, or if it comes down to it, the New Jersey Bullets. Right now, Hartford has their final games already been played, so they're just kind of gripping their seat, hoping for the best. But on the other side of the ice are the New Jersey Bullets, out of the playoff spot right now. Not pictured in this, but they have two games remaining. Looks like they're both going to be forfeit wins for them. So they might jump up into second place and be where the Michigan Mafia are now. And the Michigan Mafia might get knocked down to where the Hartford Wolves are now. But it'll be a grand scheme of events that end off this season. Of course, right now, actually, the Charleston Ice Cats are over the Okinawa Generations because of their goal differential. So, technically, at the top left there against the Wolves, we have the Ice Cats, where the Ice Cats are now. Where are the Ice Cats? On the bottom right. The bottom right, there's the Austin Alligators. We'll be playing the Massachusetts Pucking Monkeys, and the Okinawa Generations would be where the Austin Alligators are now. So it's a little confusing, but you get the main gist of it. If you finish first in your conference, you'll be playing the opposing fourth place. If you finish second in your conference, you play the opposing conference's third place. And, well, you get the gist. If you're down in the third and fourth spot as well, you play the opposing side as well. And however you seed into it is however you seed into it. So first place of Benders gets the favorite, as there's only there's only 3 intermediate teams to play against with 4 open spots, but it's going to be tight. It's going to be a tough one. They're going to battle tooth and nail for each and every point they can get tonight. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Not going to expect there to be a lot of pleasantries on the ice. Even though Papa Shields will be down there on the ice for both of these games, he's one of the best sportsman-like players throughout all of SPL. Only second to a lot of the Hartford Wolves by name. But yeah, Bender's Conference, a tight race up till the tooth and nail at the end of the circuit. But I have faith. I think we're going to have a great one here tonight. And we got the color mod thanks to JStronics' coding ability. We once again have colors down there on the ice, so we'll get to see that pleasantries with our eyes here after a few moments. But let's take a look at the current Bender's Conference in the Open Division. Yeah, Charleston Ice Cats tied with the Okinawa Generations. Neither of them have played each other before, and neither of them will play each other again until next season. Everybody in the open division has a chance to play everybody once. That's 13 games in the regular season. That's 2 games per week in a 6-week regular season. So Charleston getting one of their last game done here tonight. Austin Alligators still got one to go after tonight has concluded. Also in the running for that one are the Kentucky Karens. All 4 of the teams at the top of your screen are locked into the playoffs. Whether or not they're in the same seed as they are now whenever it all finishes is up to time itself. Charleston Ice Cats, 1 game remaining. They have the tiebreaker over the Okinawa Generations because of the goal difference. 73 goals on top, and Okinawa having 71. So it's going to come down to the head-to-head difference if it does remain tied at the end of it. Okinawa could split the difference 1-1 here tonight, and it'll all come down to who's got that head-to-head record. That's how it's differentiated whenever it comes to standings, whenever it comes to the tiebreaker, whenever you're tied in standing points. We go, what was your head-to-head record against that team? If it's tied, a lot of the teams in SPL will play each other twice in the regular season, just like IM inside of their own conference, just like in Challenger and Pro. Everybody plays everybody twice in those scenarios. So you can tie in that. So after that, we look at the point difference, which also comes into tonight. Since neither of the teams have played against each other, the head-to-head record is tied. That's why we go to point differential with the Ice Cats and Generations scenario. 1 game back from the Generations and the Ice Cats are the Alligators. 1 game back from the Alligators are the Karens. Karens have a chance to take the spot of the Austin Alligators, I think. They do not. Karens will stay 4th place, and they will be playing whoever's first from the Dusters Conference. Kentucky Karens played against the Austin Alligators earlier this season. Final score of that game was 5-4 back on February the 11th. That was a 2nd week game. Who would have thought that it would have came into play here later on? If the Alligators and the Karens finish with the same record, Austin Alligators will get that 3rd seed. With that being said, tonight's games are the biggest whenever it comes to determining what's going to happen at the end of it all. So keep yourself glued to the seat. You paid for all of it, but you're only going to use the edge here tonight. Let's take a look at the rosters between the Generations and the Ice Cats. For the Charleston Ice Cats, the away team wearing the teal jerseys on the ice here tonight, we got Wade, Effect, Groovy, and Gamby. So far this season, they've won 11 out of their 12 games played. Looking at their stats, it's very apparent that Effect is their goal scorer. 69 goals on his 11 games played. Nice. He got 84 points on the season. One of the top dogs of the Open Division. Keep an eye on him as we take to the ice here tonight. Of course, Groovy shortly behind him with 54 points, 35 goals on his 58 shots. He's also played 11 games. Odds are we're going to see Effect, Groovy, and Wade here tonight, as Gamby has only played 1 game on the season. He scored a hat trick during that match, though, so he's got a little bit of claim to glory as well. But one of the few open teams down there in that division to have only 4 players on the roster. Last season, we opened up the roster count to 5, formerly 4, to help with teams getting schedules rocking and rolling. Of course, Wade being the 3 of the Charleston Ice Cats, he's got 36 saves on his 10 games played. I felt the need to point that out just so he gets his street cred as well. Yeah, this season, not really that big of an issue. Most of the teams getting their games in with their 5 roster spots and only 2 games per week. The schedule has been a little bit easier down at Open. A lot of teams like it, so I think we're going to stick to it as long as the division's the division player amount stays the same, team amount, whatever. But yeah, taking a look more at the Okinawa Generations, a lot of games to be played. I think they have one of the most man games played in SPL. Pip Starlather, 10 games played. Joe, 8 games played. Beeford, or just Ford, 8 games played as well. Papa Shields playing 10, and Grey Ghost playing 2. So 4 out of their 5 players playing in just about every game except 3. And so there's a lot of ice time being spread around. They substitute a lot. We're going to see that here tonight. Pip Starlather is my player to watch. I think he's the most skilled out of all the generations. And we're going to see out there in the kind of orangish jerseys, the tangerine, whatever you want to call that color, the slightly off red to orange. Gonna see what happens. I think I got my money on the Generations. I'm a Generations fan. I've been a long-time Generations fan since they first joined the league. Papa Shields been playing Slapshot since the beginning of time. It feels like to me he's been in this league longer than I have. He used to play for the Athens Alphas back in the open division of Slapshot number 1. He then went on to play for the Delmarva Dandy Skaters through I think seasons 1 and 2 if I remember correctly. And he bid his time on the intermediate scene with the Dandy Skaters. He played a handful of games for them. I think he was regular starter at one point. But another player that's been in the league for quite a while is Grey Ghost. 3 seasons with the Generations. His first season was back with the Athens Alphas, back in season number 3 of Slap 1, with Papa Shields being his co-star. That being said, there's also a few older rookies on the Ice Cast side. Effect comes to mind whenever I think of that. He's been playing since the same. He used to play on the same team as Grey Ghost and Pip Starlather, or Papa Shields, not Pip Starlather, my bad. But yeah, the former teams that Effect has played for is the Athens Alphas back in season 3 of Slap 1, the Washington Airplanes, Tokyo Ghouls, and the Athens Alphas again in season number 4. He went on to play Challenger to start off, rebound for the Arizona Outlaws. Went on to play for the Cowtown Crusaders down in the intermediate division come season 2. Moved on to play open for the Ocean City Tsunamis for a hot spell. I think it might have been a 2-game spell, a 1-game spell. Scored 3 goals in that time. And then he went on to play for the Cowtown Crusaders again in season 2, playing in the cross-conference bout as well. This season, he's had the best season he's ever had in SPL, and it's with the boys that he's going to be down there on the ice with here shortly. We got 6 players in the lobby. We got Effect, Wade, and Groovy as your starting lineup for the boys in teal. Ford, Pip Starlather, Papa Shields, your starting 3 for the Okinawa Generations. But yeah, Big Joe's in the lobby. Grey Ghost also in the lobby as well. So whenever they're ready to rock, ready to roll, we'll get this one down on the ice and ticking. We got a few bells, few whistles here to play with here tonight. So we'll see how this one goes. Hang on, let me make sure I have everything set up right. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I was just double checking myself. Yeah, we got a handful. I think the only person not in the lobby right now is Gamby from the Ice Cats. Oh, sorry. I had no idea what you meant by mercy. I thought you were speaking French to me. I'm like, farewell? I don't understand what this means. The reason I think that is Pino was talking to me in French earlier today. That's my bad. My mental brain is just in the stratosphere right now. We're gonna see how this one goes. Yeah, I know, but I thought he just was misspelling it, Jistronics. But yeah, we got Wade, Effect, Groovy. Effect is gonna sport the name 3 on the ice, so to save you that confusion, I got you settled there. But yeah, once everybody's readied up in the lobby, we'll get this one down to the ice. 3 periods to be played between both of these teams. A lot of people saying Okinawa are the favorites. Right now, Charleston having the better standing because of the point differential. Both these teams tied. Okinawa hasn't lost a game this season, so we'll see if they can keep this a perfect record as they come to a close here tonight. They're playing 2 games. Not sure if you saw it. But one thing I forgot to look at is the previous 5. Let's take a look at the trendsetters. Charleston Ice Cats been undefeated for quite a while. Okinawa Generations undefeated still. A few games to point out is the Providence Fish game against the Ice Cats was 14-6. Wisconsin Cheesers took an 11-8 game against them as well. Don't see a whole lot in common. They both played the Red Hots, Okinawa winning that game by 4 points, and the Charleston Ice Cats only winning by 2. That might set a little precedence there between the 2 teams that'll be down there on the ice. But with that being said, all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. We're going to get this one down and settled down at center ice in Okinawa. But yeah, Both teams at center ice, both teams with the puck drop, and both teams ready to get this one going. And this one is underway. Okinawa defending the right side of the ice, and Charleston defending the left side. Up to the top boards, finding its way off of Pip Starlather, finding its way off Groovy back at center ice. Taking this one down the near side, looking for that forehand shot, goes through the top side over to Effect. Effect shoots, nice save by Pip Starlather in the crease, in through the post, and that one goes unawarded. Oh my goodness, that's a big bag of unfortunate. Man. So this one's taken along the boards. Here's Groovy with an out, a forehand pass out to the near side point, finding its way back off of Effect towards the defensive curve. He takes his time trying to get back away from Ford. Ford getting his stick into the Jimmy. And this one will come back out to Effect. Effect trying to get this one along the boards. Goes off Pip Starlather. Back out to the captain of Okinawa. Here's Papa Shields. Stopped by Groovy. Out at the point. Brings it away. Holds. W shoots. He scars. And the Ice Cats make it a 1-0 game. A great takeaway back on the defensive side. And when you're the last man back, the penalties are massive for missteps like that. The puck is launched to the stratosphere. I think it hit the hitbox of the Jumbotron. That is definitely not there. But nonetheless, I'll digress and we'll play on. The puck's been beamed, and this is a interesting one. All right, we can stick lift over it, so I don't think it'll affect the play that much. Puck lifts might be a little bit more interesting to deal with, but that's going to be the main effect there. A minute 10 into this period, we've already seen our first shot and our first goal. I forgot the logo command. Yeah, that's not a bug in the. We have a center ice logo. I just forgot to type it in. That's my bad. Yeah, Groovy taking it away at the far side point, shooting this one into the near side corner, off to Effect, pinching that one back down low. Pip Starlather getting the step on this one, tries to get jiggy with it. The one thing I've noticed with the beamed puck, the puck being stuck on its side, locked in rotation, and it cannot go flat. That's what it means. For those of you who don't know, one thing that I've noticed is it's a lot more bouncy. It bounces off of things like it's a pinball machine. Like, I don't know if that's something that's intentional design or if it's just something like a byproduct of how the puck's physics are calculated by Unity. I have not asked enough questions to confirm or deny either of those, but Effect with a nice shot, and he finds himself another goal. It's 2-0 for the Ice Cats. A huge shot, a huge goal, a huge takeaway. Weaves it through the defense. Splits the sea like it's Moses. And with 3:03 remaining on this first period clock, it's 2-0. Almost able to answer that one right from the drop of the hat right there. Up to the top side. Effect off the backhand scoop. Throws this one down the full 200 feet of ice. Okinawa looking to retaliate here down the near side. A nice shot by Ford right from the get-go, right from the neutral zone into the twine. The first shot's a beautiful one for Okinawa, and we got ourselves a 2-1 ball game. A huge forehander, a sure shot at its finest with 2:45 remaining in the first. It's a 1-point gap. Effect back on the defensive side. Shot ricochets off the face of Papa Shields. Here's Ford down to the near side, trying to get his step past Groovy. Gets a step on him, 3-on-2 scenario. Good pass down to the near side, off the boards. Good shot. That one ricochets off the top corner of the netting. And that one goes along the wall. Effect off the backhand, shimmies that one into the offensive zone. Ford tries to throw Effect back into the netting, but Effect will get back on his high horse and get back in time. Pip Starlather stopped on that breakout off of Groovy. Here's Ford with it now. Ford with 2:10 on the first period clock. Looks down to the near side. Off the backhand, chops out one down low, goes off the stick into the far side boards. Here's Pip Starlather with it now. Off the forehand, that one slapped away by Effect into the neutral zone. Here's Ford with it now. Stopped up at the red line. Effect getting the step on him. Pip Starlather with a shot saved by Wade. Wade, the captain, stopped by Pip Starlather. They battle it out in the corner. That one goes through the crease and into the near side of the Ice Cats territory. Ford down low, down the near side point. Papa Shields able to knock that one loose. Effect back on the draw as Ford will dump this one down and in. Wade here chasing after that one. Gets that one out neutral zone. Here's Effect up against Papa Shields. Papa Shields playing the slow game, making sure not to be the first one to make a move, and is awarded on the defensive side because of it. 1:25 remains. Groovy steals this one away. Takes it down center ice. Shot goes wide of the cage. Press P. I don't think P doesn't work. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know why it doesn't work. I think it's something on Slapshot's end. Maybe I have to have spectator buttons on before I start the match. We'll mess with it and we'll figure it out before playoffs start. But yeah, I don't know why it does that after a goal. I don't know if there's a fix for it or not. It's definitely something on Slapshot's side, because I've brought it up to Irvion a couple times and they said they're working on it. Whether or not that's true or not, I mean, they know. They know. It's on their to-do list. 45 seconds remain in the first. Looking down near side, here's Ford with it now. Chops it along the boards. One thing I do know is if you turn the setting off, or on then off again during the match, it does fix it. But that includes me opening up a menu and trying to figure it out. So I'll turn it on for the beginning and try the P hotkey after the period starts next time around. Top side, Pip Starlather gets this one down low. Here's Ford off the backhand, dishes it into the corner with 18 seconds remaining here in the first chapter. Ford slapped away by Wade into the topside corner. Pip Starlather not able to deny him access either. Wade out to the neutral zone, meets Papa Shields with the puck off the backhand. Papa Shields forcing it into the corner. Good defensive play there. Bringing this one down the near side boards, whips it along town. Ford not able to give that one backward to the sender, and that will do it for the first period of action. 2-1 is our score, and the Okinawa Generations are only down by 1. Oh, I don't know if I can type this. All right, whatever, it's fine. Don't even think about it. Don't even worry about it. Don't even sweat it. We got a new working sound. Anyway, let's not think about that too much. Let's see, where is it? All right, there we go. We're rocking. Big Joe onto the ice. Papa Shields and Pip Starlather taking to the bench. Grey Ghost, Joe, and Ford will be your starting 3 for the Okinawa Generations. Wade, Effect, Groovy still in the ice for the boys in teal. It's a tight matchup here in the Open Division. I expected it to be nonetheless. Wade says the baby won't stop screaming. All right, we got 6 ready. We're taking it down to the ice for the second period of action. Everybody's fighting their battles in this match, but 3 on the ice for each team. Okinawa on the right side. The puck's dropped. The game's on, and an immediate goal coming right out of the gate. The Generations making it a tie ball game. Grey Ghost, the face-off draw is second to none, and I think it might have been the Ice Cats that put that in their own net. But yeah, we'll play it on. We'll keep it rolling. We'll keep it strolling. Second period of action. We're tied at 2s. Wade to the top side, off the backhand, hits Joe along the way. Groovy down into the corner, looking to pull this one off its backhand. Nice touch there by Ford, keeps it into the corner. Joe off the side of his own cage, takes it back. He's got some style, he's got some grace. Joe down the straight, looking for a pass out to Ford. Ford out to Grey goes with a nice shot and a better save by Wade. This one's brought out to the crease. Effect there to tend the crease neatly, making sure to keep that one clean. Up to the top side, the puck is punched into the corner, finding its way back out neutral zone over to Joe. Joe, near side to Ford. Ford out in front to Grey Ghost, but not able to finish off the capsizing of the ship. Joe lands a shoot, saved by Wade. Groovy on the top side, brought out by Effect. Down center avenue, forehand shot, hits the post. That one rings off to the far side, and it's kept alive. Ford almost getting burned in the process, but it does not come to be. Effect with a shot, scores, and we got ourselves an Ice Cats goal to bring back the lead. 3-2 in Okinawa. A huge shot, a huge catch, a huge release, a great pass to start it all in the neutral zone. 3:57 remains in the second. 1 point's the difference, and Joe looking to make it equal. Wow, an immediate answer would have been had, but here we are without a song to sing. Ford in the defensive end looks near side over to Joe. Joe with it now to the top side, trying to get a step on Effect with a forehand ripper down the ice, finds his way off Wade. Here's Wade with it now. Top side, Effect catches, pulls it along the wall, but Joe gonna get a hold of that one as Ford played the interference game with a little bit of physicality. Effect knocks it loose. Gray back on the defensive side, looking to keep possession for the boys in red. Down the near side straight, finds Ford. Ford dances, goes off the end wall, back out in front of the cage. Ford almost able to get the shot on target, but panics a little bit in the inputs. 3:15 remains in the second. It's still 3-2. Ford in the offensive zone, looking to bring this one out from the hip. Effect goes off Gray to the near side. Groovy self pass down the near side wall. Shot, scars, and we got another one for the Ice Cats. It's 4-2 in Okinawa. And a great chance come great scoring chances. As long as you hit them, you're going to win games. 2 goals the gap. Now Okinawa just looking for an answer here in the second. Ford here with it now. Looks to break this one out to the top side of the ice. A forehand pass out to Joe as this one's sent down the near side over to Ford. Ford with a backhand shot, trickles into the corner. Wade, Joe, back in the neutral zone. Looks to break this one back into the offensive end. So it looks like P does work as long as I have the setting as on. Forward, steal, shoots into the near side and wide. So that's good to know. I'll just leave it on and use P from now on. I just got to build that habit. Effect, off of forward to the near side, off the backhand, sends it down the wall. Effect, back on the defensive side, pedaling it back into his own corner. Effect, down center avenue, stolen. Joe shoots, scores, and the Generations back within one here in the second. It's 3-4 with a great takeaway, a great reading of the play, and a great shot labeled for the roof. Good chances for the Generations so far in the period. They got 2 on the board, and I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. Here's Effect with it now. Looking to bring this one down to the near side, then to the far. 2:06 on the clock. Joe with a stop, looking for the pole, not able to get the shot released as the defensive pressure was just a bit too high. If you're a newer team and you're watching this, keep an eye on how high the defensive pressure is. There's not a whole lot of shots being released without another enemy player being within arm's reach of that other, with the offenseman. That's the key to defense and Slapshot. You got to challenge the shooter, or else you're gonna get picked. Your pocket's gonna get picked more times than you can count. You got to challenge the shooter. You got to be aggressive on the defensive side, or else if you take the 50-50, if you take up half the net, a shooter can take the other half of the net pretty easily. So you just got to keep that in mind whenever you're down there on the ice and you're trying to drive for the battles. A good shot, and Wade staying on his angles, able to keep that one wide of the cage. Top side out to Effect. Effect's going to chop this one in past Joe. Here's Gray with it now for the Okinawa Generations. Off the near side glass, sent out off the face of Groovy into the defensive end for Charleston. Here's Wade to the top side, down the straight, goes off of Gray. Gray steals, shoots, hits the post, that one rings off the near side and wide. Forward, out in front of the cage. Looking to get a hold of this one is Gray. Gray lunges at it, and he's going to send it into the near side with the warning tape. Wade, Groovy, Gray, off of Wade. Effect with a nice scoop, and he sends that one out the full 200. Here's Ford with it now with 50 seconds remaining here in the second. Backhand, out of the zone over to Joe. Joe at the top side slot. Looking to pull this one back out to the neutral zone. Stopped by Groovy. Groovy throwing a wrench into the clockwork. That are the Generations offense right now. Joe beats 2 of them, scores! And wow, you run the gauntlet, you pay the toll, and you tie it up at 4s here in the second. A great shot, a great opportunity, and a great finish by Joe. We're tied up like a hog in a rodeo with 36 remaining in the second. Can't get much closer than this. Here's Wade with it now. Looks at the top side, goes over the stick of Joe, out to Gray. Gray to the near side boards with a bank pass intended for Joe. Joe going to come back and corral that one back out to Gray. Gray here with a shot twice, and both times they were saved by Wade. Here's Ford back in his own defensive end with 14 on the clock here in the second. Effect trying to steal that one away, goes through a few bodies. Groovy with a shot saved by Gray. This one's brought out to the far side blue line. Effect walks away with it. Shot goes wide off a body. Here's Groovy to the top side to Effects with 1 on the clock, and that is all she wrote for the second period. It's 4-4 in Okinawa. 12 shots for the Okinawa Generations on top of the Charleston 8. It's been quite a hefty offensive game from both sides of the ice. 8 goals, 20 shots, a lot of defense, and a lot of posts hit. 5 posts have been hit tonight from both of these teams. That's a stat we didn't really, show on the broadcast last season, and I'm kind of happy we do this season. But everybody's ready to rock. The rosters are saying the same. Okinawa electing to keep the same 6 on the ice, or the same 3 on the ice for their boys. Third period of action, ready to rock, ready to roll. Great. Joe forward for the Generations on the right. And we got Effects, Wade, and Groovy on the left for the Ice Cats. This one's brought down low. Forward trying to pinch that shot. Nice save by Groovy. Back in the nick of time. Joe to the near side. Dances out at the red line, stopped by Effect, and he keeps on going. Joe with a shot on target, saved by Ford, maybe? I think it went off the hip of Wade to the stick of Ford. Gray, Groovy, near side, stopped by Ford, gets a step on him, stopped by Effect in the neutral zone. Ford going to keep on keeping on. Backhand pass out to the slot. Joe here with a touch on that one, off of Effect. Little Plinko machine down the near side, going off to Groovy. Catches it with finesse. Almost able to take that one out of orbit into a scoring opportunity. Great, to the top side. Joe with a pull over to Ford. Shot saved by Wade. Saved by Wade again. Joe shoots. He scores. And the third time's the charm. And the hat trick is in favor of him. Ford tries he must. Couldn't beat him. Joe had the key under the rug. And it's 5-4 in Okinawa. A tight one. One that might be answered pretty quickly. Okinawa always coming off the drop of the puck hot and heavy. And that one comes out the other way. Groovy with an immediate answer. It's 5-5 on the clock. And how you like them apples. Third period of action. A lot of action. And a lot of teams with a lot to say. We're back dead knotted with an even score in the third. Thank you, Tronics. I really like it too. It adds that extra detail of polish that I've been missing forever. It also hides how janky the score changing is. But a minute 10 into it, we've had 2 goals, one from each team here in the third period of action. Joe to Gray, off the backhand over to Ford. Ford taking his time down in the offensive zone, not in any rush to turn this puck over. Groovy getting a few touches on that one. Effect with a long shot, and that one goes wide off the near side. Here's Gray with it now. Gray to the top side with a pass out to Ford. Ford getting through one, not able to keep it in stride. With a shot goes off the near side and wide. Wade has been tending the crease like a madman, looking like Carey Price between the pipes back on the defensive side for Charleston. And I was not expecting that. He's got a lot of saves this season, but I didn't think he was going to be on his angles like he is tonight. Of course, this game has the most weight out of any game they've had this regular season, so I can understand why he's on his A game tonight. Effect, out to the point, Groovy to the top side. Wade gonna corral this one down to the near side. A bank pass intended for Effect, a good spot, might I add. Joda's getting to it first. Effect, breaks free, shooting, no, he's not able to take it off the forehand. The collision was just too much to handle, and it knocked him off just enough to not get the shot released. Groovy in town, hits the post, scores, and another one to the back of the twine. The Ice Cats take the lead 6-5 here at the ending side of the third. Man, it's just a boxing match. We're going to catch this one. 2:41 remains. I got a souvenir. How you like that? First time in history. Man. Groovy. Taking this one off of Joe. Joe drives, shoots, scores, and we're back tied at 6s. Wow. 6-6. Joe coming to town selling silverware for $1.50. He's found 4 buyers tonight, as that's his 4th of the evening. Great showmanship on the ice so far from both sides of the town. The puck's been beamed. It's got to be said, got to be noticed. Gray taking this one topside. That's the second bean puck we've had this game. It might be third. I lost count after one. As this one's taken up to the top side. Here's Ford with a cycle out to the defensive point. Here's Joe with it now. Fans on it. Takes this one back to the defensive end. Trying to keep possession for the Okinawa Generations. Groovy getting the step on him. Back into the far side corner. Here's Gray. Goes with it now. Stopped by Groovy. Groovy for the Ice Cats. Looking for the passing lane. Tries to get it back out to the point. Forward. Gets a step on him. Dangles. Back in. Had the opening he wanted. He just couldn't get the puck to collaborate with him enough to get that shot on target. I saw what he wanted. It was a good one. With 1:42 remaining in the third. We still got a 6-6 game. Out in front. Scores. And Ford able to get the difference maker on the board. Great shot, great opportunity, and a great finishing touch. Found himself out in no man's land and made a bucket of water out of thin air. It's 6-7 here in Okinawa. When you shoot 20 shots on net, good things are going to come to you, and Okinawa's really done that job on the offensive side of the puck. Played great defense so far as well, might I also add. 5 saves on the evening out of the 11 they faced. Charleston having a really good defensive game, but whenever you can't really trap them in the neutral zone, your goaltender can only do so much. Here's Ford back in the defensive end. Pop that one loose off the wall. Groovy trying to pick this one up off the backhand. Joe taking down to the near side. Joe here with it now. The minute 3 remaining. Ford. The angle shoots. Goes off Wade. Here's Wade with it now with 56 on the clock. 1 goal is all that separates these two teams. It can change at the drop of a hat, as we've seen it happen before. Here's Ford with it now. Back in the defensive side. Groovy out to the top side. Goes through Wade's stick. I think he burned a hole in that one along the way. We got 40 on the clock in regulation. Groovy back in. Stop, scores. Gray with an insurance marker. Able to bring that one back to town. 8-6 with a 2-goal lead for the Okinawa Generations. And Groovy thought he had it, but he did not have the lane he thought he did. That might do it. That might just be the end of it. I haven't seen either of these teams take a 2-goal lead before. And, yeah, it is comebackable. 2-goal lead is easily comebackable in Slapshot. They just got to get a good few team plays here. Effect with a backhand shot stopped by Joe. Joe down to the near side with a dump out. He's going to burn some time off the clock. A pass maybe intentional for Ford. Ford here looking for the wraparound. Takes it off the hip instead of the curve. Here's Wade. Loosened up to the near side. Nobody ready for that one. Here's Gray goes with it now. Just going to rag that along the boards. Ford out to the corner. He's going to take that one back down low. And that will do it That is going to be the end score. 8-6 the finalizer, and Okinawa able to pull off the game. Huge 2 points on the standings. They take back first place of the Vendors Conference in the Open Division, and they will be playing against Hartford or New Jersey or Michigan. That's still to be determined. Anyway, 6-8 final score. Been a great one. Great competition down there on the ice. Okinawa playing another one after this against the Austin Alligators. That's in 7 minutes. If you want to take a break, we'll be right back on the SPL Network. But yeah, great stuff. Great possession time by the Charleston Ice Cats. Great defense as well. 12 saves on the night. When we take a look at the personal stats, we're only going to have 3 from each side of the ice. Don't know who it's going to be for Okinawa, but we know who it is for Charleston. Great stuff on the ice, great competition, great sportsmanship, might I also add. And Okinawa really turned it around after period number 1. Really made the game their own. And really, really good sportsmanship down there on the ice as well. Nobody complained about the ragging, which I would have. Me, myself, and we would have definitely done that. But Charleston, Wade, great game. 9 saves, had a minute and 6 seconds with the puck on his stick. I thought Effect had a much bigger effect in the game. Haha, look at me. I know how to make a pun. Yeah, I thought he had a much bigger impact on the game. His neutral zone game was really great. His takeaway ratio was the biggest out of everybody on his team. It's not shown on this, but it was. Of course, Groovy, 6 shots, 4 goals. One of the bigger offensive sides of the puck for the Ice Cats down there on the ice. But you can't overlook the efforts that came out of the Okinawa side. 20 shots on net for their team, and a minute 51 with the puck on their stick, shared between 4 or 5 different players that night. Everybody got a little game in there, and they got one more to play coming up next on the SPL Network. The last game of the evening for us here, and the last game of the season for Okinawa. Austin Alligators hosting Okinawa Generations. We'll be right back on the SPL Network. We got 5 minutes to burn. We'll be right back with some post-game. Did I say post-game? Pre-game. We'll be back with some pre-game. Thank you for the bits, Young Buck. I appreciate those. Alrighty, let's get to know these two teams that are going to be down there on the ice in a few moments. Papa Shields, Pip Starlather, Grey Ghost, Ford, and Big Joe in the lobby already. They're ready to rock. This is the last game of the season for both of these teams. Now that I think about it, taking a look at the standings, we will in a second. I got a little bit ahead of myself there, sorry. Golden Knight, Landon, Wizards only, Triggered Kid, and Giroux. The starting roster for the Austin Alligators. Not sure who the starting 3 are. We'll take a little bit more of a deeper dive into them here in a little bit. But of course, we got 3 minutes before the game starts. We're a little crunched for time. So let's take a look at the two teams' previous 5s. Okinawa Generation, still undefeated in the Open Division. Will they stay that way as their last game of the season comes to be? We're going to find out here in a few seconds. But I don't know what's going to happen. Golden Knight already a little crooked. He's putting 250,000 on the Generations. He's looking to throw this match and give them that first seed. Of course, Austin Alligators, their only loss of the season, if I'm remembering correctly, their only loss of the season happened a few days ago against the Hot Springs Red Hots, the Hot Springs Hot Tamales B team. 5-7 the score of that game. Not sure who the starting lineup was, but yeah, Red Hots came out in a big way, and they were able to pull that one off. Red Hots played all 5 of their players. Tim had 5 goals. You missed Scarab had 1 goal. Fiverr had 1 goal. Of course, Sook and Poop Clown also played in that game. but neither of them having a tally on the board. Drew, Golden Knight, Triggered Kid, and Landon played in that match against the Red Hots. Drew had 2 goals, Golden Knight with 2, Triggered Kid also having 1 on the night. Landon playing more of the defensive role of that matchup. But yeah, big games, big points, big money on the board. Golden Knight, keep an eye on him tonight. He's the leading goal scorer of the Austin Alligators. 33 goals on the season, 44 points, 54 shots, and 6 saves. This team does not save a lot of pucks. So if Okinawa, just like the offensive machine they are, I think they're going to land a lot of shots. It's kind of come down to Triggered Kid and Golden Knight to save those shots. Drew, 9 games played, Golden Knight, 9 games played, and Triggered Kid most likely going to be your starting 3 down there on the ice. Triggered Kid having the most saves out of the team, 9 saves on the season so far. And I think he's going to have to be a key player tonight if they're going to beat the Okinawa Generations. But looks like Wizards Only going to play tonight. He is an administrator of the Slapshot community, not in SPL, but the Slapshot game itself. A huge fan of him. He's also a great mastermind when it comes to Blender. He made a few award items for the champions of last season. Yeah, he's played 2 games in SPL so far. He's scored 1 goal during that time. And this is the only team he's played for, as far as I know, throughout the history of ever. So he's going to be taken to the ice for the 3rd time here in SPL history, alongside Golden Knight. And I'm not sure, I think Landon might be playing tonight as well. We're going to see what happens. Generations going to be on the left side in the red jerseys. Austin Alligators will be on the right side in their green. If I do everything correctly. I don't know if I can confirm that. Yeah, okay, so green and red, all 6 parties ready to rock, all 6 parties ready to roll. So we're going to take it down to the ice for a little slap action here in Slap City. Austin Alligators taking down, we'll see how they do it. Pucks drop, the game's on, and the first period of action is underway. Okinawa, the first man to possess it, as Pip Starlather looks to the top side of the ice. Let's pull this one down and around town. A lot on the line here between both of these teams. If the Austin Alligators win this one, they have a chance to move up to 2nd place in the division, which is a better seeding for the postseason. We'll get more into that after the broadcast. But yeah, Golden Knight, I think he has the gumption to do it, take out the Okinawa Generations, but the Generations have a core 5, which is not heard of in SPL ever. I don't think there's ever been a core 5 where everybody relies on everybody equally. But Generations got it. They got a lot of chemistry with everybody on the ice. We'll see how they rock with it and how they lean with it. Golden Knight down to the near side finds Drew. Drew playing in the Snail Mail Invitational tonight. Did not end up winning, but did come close. Great competition down there as well. If you're an open team and you want to play in it, let me know. I'll get you an invite to it for next week. We play every Saturday at 7 p.m. is my little plug, because me and Snail both kind of run it. But yeah, congratulations to Seiziah and his team for winning the tournament tonight. It was great fun, great competition, and some might say otherwise, but I think it was pretty interesting to watch. But anyway, back to the game. Austin defending right. They're looking to break this one out. Wizards Only back into the corner, slapped away by Joe. Joe off the backhand through the crease with a prime scoring chance, but nobody to click on it. Here's Pip Starlather looking to bring this one downtown off the end glass, finds only Wizards. Wizards got his game cap on. He's got it backwards and he's ready to rock. Big Joe in the corner, looking to bring this one down the near side. Pip Starlather sent back out to Papa Shields. Papa Shields, top side, stopped by Drew at the point, and he's refused access to the party. Wizards Only, top side, whips it out, finds his way over to Drew, down to Golden Knight. Golden Knight with the puck now at the red line, shoots, nice save by Pip Starlather. Both teams registering 1 shot, neither of them fortunate enough to go in. Is that right? No, I knew that wasn't right. Austin Alligators getting 2 shots on target. Both times denied access by Okinawa. Let's see how long this one goes. Pip Starlather with a backhander, taking this one out of the zone. Wizards Only, back in the defensive side for the Austin Alligators, looking for a bank pass to himself. Joe trying to pick his pocket, not able to find a teammate out in the slot. Pip Starlather shoots, scores, and the Okinawa Generations able to put the first one on the boards. The boys in red putting it to bed right at the far side point, right in the far side slot along the boards. A hard angle to hit, but Pip Starlather the one to do it. 2:48 remains in the first. It's 1-0 in Austin. Giroux back in the defensive side, looking to take this one down to the near. Joe off the backhand, stopped by Wizards. Wizards only to the top side, stopped up, pulled to the near, finding its way back off his backhand, trying to get this one out of the defensive end. Golden Knight off the backhand, chucks this one down into the offensive zone. Here's Papa Shields, the longtime veteran with the puck now. 2:22 remaining in the first. Dumps this one out the full 200. Pass intended for Pip Starleather, but just not quite able to hold on to that one. Golden Knight, Giroux, off Papa Shields, over to Pip. Pip in the corner, going off Giroux. Giroux out to the point. Wizards only with a shot on target. Saved by Papa Shields. Golden Knight scores! And we got ourselves another one. Into the twine. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. 1-1 is the score. With 2 minutes remaining, both teams having a little bit of conversation to add to the mix. Okinawa shooting 1,000. Austin Alligators with the better side of the offensive chances. Possession time pretty even. We'll see what they can do with the bean puck, as it's a little lopsided on its near side corner. I guess it is. I don't know. 1 minute 40 remaining in the first. Giroux, Wizards only, top side, back in the defensive end, trying to play the physical game. Big Joe throwing his big stick around down in the corner. Goes off Papa Shields down to the near side, over to Giroux. Big Joe, down low, off the backhand, down the near side boards. Giroux here with a nice dump out, gets this one down into the offensive zone for Austin. Golden Knight to the top side, stopped by Papa Shields. Golden Knight out to the far side, banks out one off the glass, finding its way back over to Wizards only. Wizards only off Pip Starleather with a shot. That one rifles into the corner. Giroux. Golden Knight tries to play physical, missing on Pip. Pip keeps this one offensively minded for Okinawa. Down into the corner, the battle continues between Joe and Wizards only. The two are just not happy with each other. I think they've exchanged more words than I have with my girlfriend in years. Please call me. I'm lonely. With 52 seconds remaining in the first, I've made myself sad. That's a weird plot line to go down. We're not going to touch that. Giroux taking this one down to the near side with a nice backhand dish, finding its way all the way down to Wizards only. Not able to corral that kettle by the end of the evening. Joe picks it up, takes it under his own realm of possibilities. Giroux to the near side with 30 on the clock here in the first period of action. Pip Starleather backhand shooting, going off a body into the cage. The Okinawa Generations make it 2-1. Great scoring chances come great shot attempts. Wizards only thought he had enough of that one, but not quite. As that one trickles over the line at 2 miles an hour, that's going to be a goaltender's worst nightmare, as it'll haunt your dreams for the next year and a half. Nice shot, nice goal, and right back in town are the Austin Alligators. Man, right off the near side post, sniped it. Like a slingshot and a rock. A rock and a slingshot. That's what I was going for. 17 seconds remain. We'll move past it. I'll get it better next time. Shot scores. Giroux with another goal. And it's goals galore at the end of the first. Austin Alligators able to make it a total sum of 3. Man, 5 goals to be had in the first period of action. It's been a goal scorer's dream so far. Great save there by Pip Starleather, keeping that one out of the cage. 5 on the clock. Golden Knight tries to jam this one down the near side. Big Joe here with a backhander, scoops it out, and that's the end of the first period of action. Austin 3, Okinawa 2 at the end of 1. We got 1 in the books, 2 to go here tonight in Austin, Texas. We're in it for the long haul. Okinawa Generations currently undefeated in the Open Division. Austin Alligators 1 loss on the season. Looks like Papa Shields onto the bench. Gray Ghost and Ford onto the ice. Joining Papa Shields on the bench is Pip Starleather. Same 3, starting this one off for the Austin Alligators. Wizards only on the back end. Giroux and Golden Knight on the ice for the boys in green. It's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a tough one. I think the Okinawa Generations got what it takes to bring this one back. Shots are 4-7. Austin getting the better side of it so far here tonight. But we'll just have to wait and see how the rest of this one rolls. But yeah, once Ford is ready to rock, ready to roll, we'll take it down to the ice. Joe, Ford, and Gray, your starting 3 for the Okinawa Generations. Golden Knight, Wizards, and Giroux, your starting 3 for the Austin Alligators. Austin having the majority of possession time, almost played a fifth of the game with the puck on their stick. We'll see if that continues on as we get the second one ready to roll. Down on the ice, we got 5 on the clock. The puck's been dropped. Ford with the first touch down to the near side, looking to bring this one out for Okinawa. Pops this one out to Joe. This is the roster that won Okinawa their game last time around. The game prior against the Ice Cats, Okinawa Generations ended the first period with a 2-1 score. And, well, they brought it back. They won by 2. I think the final score is 8-6 against the Ice Cats moments ago. So maybe this roster can get it done again. Pip Starlather, Papa Shields taking it to the bench just like previous game. Gray Ghost Ford coming back out to play some offensive magic. As Joe tries to get this one free in the corner, Golden Knight able to take this one out. Joe with a shot saved out at the slot. Golden Knight able to keep that one from coming to be. Good shot attempt, but that one goes wide off the far side from Golden Knight. Ford playing with fire. Drew trying to get him off the puck. This one's brought down the near side. Ford back into his own corner. Sent out to Joe. Joe off the backhand over to Gray. Gray here with 4:02 on the clock. Good send out, finding his way off Joe over to Ford. Ford on the top side boards, bringing this one from the slot. Shooting, going off wide. And that one goes off the end glass. Comes down over to Joe. Joe to Ford. Ford on the top side corner, looking to bring this one out from the wall. Not finding a whole lot of luck. Goes towards his own cage, and that one goes into the net for the Austin Alligators. That's a hat trick for Golden Knight. Whether or not he deserves it's up to you. That's a big bag of unfortunate. Second period of action. Both teams tied. That kind of stuff happens. I can't tell you how many times I've done that on my own cage just last week. It's my specialty. They call me the own goaling master, and that's probably not a good thing, but I'm going to own up to it. 3 minutes 35 remaining in the second. Drew along the wall, finding his way off of Joe, back out to the point. Here's Ford with it now, back over to Gray. Gray off the tip of his stick, tries to corral this one down along the neutral zone. Then to the defensive, across the grain, finds Ford. Ford gets a step, looking for the chip, but not able to find the target. Here's Wizards only. Off the far side glass. Drew towards the cage, stopped by Gray. Gray from the point, shoots, hits the far side. I think Wizards got a piece of that. Joe shooting, nice save by Golden Knight. Is that one sent into the corner? Wizards only. Looking to get this one out from along the wall. Gray along the boards as well, trying to pinch this one down along the opposing end wall. Ford with a good step finds his way down over to Joe. Joe keeping this one low for the Okinawa Generations. Golden Knight, Wizards only, forcing him to send it out to the point. Shot saved by Wizards, out to the far side, and another save by Golden Knight. Holy cow, you'll never see anything like it again. From the goal line, the nerves of steel, able to keep that one out of the cage. 2 goals still the difference, and I added that one to the wrong tally. That's my bad. Austin Alligators up 4-2 right now. I didn't catch that for the longest time. Here's Joe. Up the top side, down to the near, finding its way off of Gray in the corner. Down the straight, Golden Knight finding its way off of Ford. Ford backhand, shooting, nice save by Wizards. Tronics, I don't want to hear it. I'm playing the feud right now. 2-4 is our score. 2 goals the gap. Here's Gray Ghost with it now. Down the straight, Ford pitching this one off the goal line. Back out to the neutral zone. Here's Gray with it now off the forehand. Giroux there stopping that one along the way. Off the backhand, over to Wizards only. Golden Knight. 1:50 on the clock. Takes his time. Joe died. Somebody shot him at his desk. He's just gone. A power play for the Austin Alligators currently. 2-4 is our score. Ford just going to hold this one down in the corner. Pip Starlather substituting in. Joe's not allowed to come back in until the next intermission. Such is the rulebook. Giroux taking this one topside off the back end, stopped by Gray. Big save there, taking this one topside down to the near. Giroux down along the point, trying to bring this one out for control. The team with the most possession time most times will be the one to win the game. Austin Alligators looking to play to that idea, whether or not it's true. Nobody's confirmed or denied it. That seems like an analytics kind of thing. Huge save there by Pip Starlather. This one's brought back out along the wall. Man, that's going to make his highlight reel. Giroux, backhand, stopped by Gray, sent out to the neutral zone over to Golden Knight. Golden Knight here at his own blue line, cross down to the near side, goes past Giroux over to Pip Starlather. 57 seconds remaining here in the second. Pip with a nice long distance shot saved by Wizard out to the defensive side of Okinawa. The puck trickles all the way back down behind the goal line. Pip stopped by Golden Knight over to Gray. Gray out to Ford to finish that vision that the Prophet Pip had in store. Wizards only, down the straight, goes off Pip, back into the corner, left for Ford. Ford here for the Generations, off the backhand, sent out into the crease. Ford has laid up so many scoring opportunities, but just nobody there to finish it off. Don't know what that's about. Maybe they'll adapt to it. Ford's been laying them up like a dime every single time, kind of. They're in a good scoring opportunity, just nobody positioned there to finish it off. So, take it as you will. 16 seconds remain here in the second, 2-4. Okinawa's still down. Beeford, top set, Wizards only, to the near side. 7 on the clock, trying to get one last scoring opportunity for Austin as they take this one down. Giroux going to whip this one along the boards and take the score into the next period. 2-4 at the end of 2. We got one more period to go. With a gap of 2, it is completely doable. Okinawa looking to get this one done in the final 5. Trying to make it a nail-biter. Okinawa season. Perfect season is on the line. 7 shots to 10. Very even match. A little bit less of a close match that we had last time around where it was just goal for goal. Everybody trading shots down on the ice. Looks like Gray, Pip, and Ford will be the starting 3 for the Okinawa Generations. Golden Knight, Wizards only, Giroux for the Austin Alligators. 5 minutes remaining in regulation. The puck is dropped, the game is on, and that one leaks out into the corner. I thought I stopped that. I had a perfect game up until now. The one mess up, man. Golden Knight, topside corner. Not able to take it through. I guess it's like my 3rd mess up. But whatever, it's close. Not everybody's perfect, but I want to be. Forward on the top side. Nice save by Golden Knight, keeping that one down in the corner. Gray Ghost to the near. Looks to the top. Out to Ford. Ford off the forehand. Finding its way through the neutral zone. Pip Starlather, a bank out to Ford. Ford here with a shot that goes wide of the netting. Here's Gray going off Pip. Pip taking this one back defensively. Pip just abiding his time, not wanting to force this one way nor another. With a nice shot, that one goes off a body and into the corner. Gray out in front of the cage. That one's swiped wide by Giroux. That one's played along the topside boards. A few plinks of the puck. This one's sent back over to Starlather. The Austin Alligators are second to last in terms of saves. The only team below them are the Hoboken Humidifiers that have only played, I think, 2 matches this season out of the entirety of Open. Austin Alligators, not a team that play a lot on their defensive side of the ice. Okinawa really putting them to the test here tonight, as I think this is one of the biggest oppositions they've had all season. Ford to the top side with 3:32 remaining in the 3rd period of action. Ford here breaking free with a backhand shot. That one goes off a body into the corner. Gray whips this one down to the near side. Pip Starlather letting that one leak out neutral zone. Backhand out to Gray. Golden Knight, bank pass to himself. A few bodies collapse on it. Pip Starlather there with the effect on that one out to Ford. Ford here in the neutral zone taking this one back defensively. Down the near side. Wizards only in the corner. To the top side boards. Leaks that one out softly. Golden Knight gets a step on Gray. As Ford will take the step on him, he'll get the puck right back. Not sure if that was a fake out or just a missed input, but Ford able to fake out Wizards, but Wizards only able to get back in time to send this one down back into Okinawa's defensive end. We're about halfway done with the 3rd period of action. Not a whole lot of scoring. Not a whole lot of shots have been attempted even. I think there's been 1 shot this period from Okinawa, and that's been about it. We've played 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this period. Pip Starlather is trying to swing and get a hold of this puck. The nerves might be getting too much for the teams to handle down on the ice. Gray Ghost out to the neutral zone and back into his own defensive end. Forward here to try to whip this one around the boards. Pip Starlather having some elbow room to work with. Will take charge. Bank pass looking for himself. Maybe that was an attempted panhandle. Golden Knight almost able to make him pay, but not able to hit the netting at the end of the day. Pip Starlather out the full 200. Here's Wizards only back in his own defensive end for the Austin Alligators. Forehand chop. Forward out the other way, taking this one down against Gray. Wizards only getting a step on him for the boys in green. Near side bank pass off Pip. Pip shoots, scores! And the Okinawa Generations got 3. All of them from Pip Starlather tonight. A great chance, a great read, and a great pickoff with a nice snipe off the near side post. Rings like a bell. And we're back within 1 in Austin. Giroux steps, shot goes wide. That could have been the insurance marker they needed. 1 goal still the gap. Gray Ghost down the near side, trying to pull this one back off his backhand. Looks at the top side of the ice for an opening as he pulls that one out to Pip Starlather. Pip with a stoppage against Golden Knight. Golden Knight bringing this one out to the top side with possession. Finding its way along the boards, back defensively on the end wall to Wizards. Wizards only with a 1 slot to take it out. Giroux getting a hold of that. Not enough to take possession. Gray, near side, chips it along the boards for every inch. Nice save by Pip Starlather. That might give him the game, or the opportunity to take the game. Pip missing that one. Golden Knight out in the crease, and that one goes out to the near side. I don't know what that was about. That should have been a goal 10 out of 10 times. Man, Golden Knight just got a little too trigger happy, I suppose. 1:15 remains in the 3rd. 1 goal still the difference. Generations down to Austin. Ford shoots, saved by Wizards only out in the crease. Ford back into the neutral zone, sends it into the near side corner. Golden Knight looking down the near side, back into the corner. 60 seconds is all that remains in regulations. Ford steals, shoots into the corner off of Golden Knight. The puck is controlled. Down low for Generations, finding his way off of Grade to the near side. Pip Starleather off the back end over to Grade. Kept alive by Wizards only, sent down the near side boards and out of the way of harm. 45 remains. Ford playing a very deep defensive game, trying to get a hold of any dump down he possibly can. Austin Alligators probably just looking to, I don't think Austin's looking for another goal. I think they're just looking to waste some time off the clock. So Generation's going to have to play a very aggressive game to keep the puck off their stick. Top side, Golden Knight steals. Nobody home, shoots off the first side and wide. No, not again. 20 seconds remain. Near side, Giroux. Pip Starleather do battle with that one. Sends it northways for Okinawa. Giroux sends it back to his own defensive end. Looking to leak any time off the clock he can. The pressure is on to the near side. Ford getting in the stumble. Giroux top side, 10 seconds remain. Dumps it down. Wastes every second off the clock he can as they try to take this one game off of Okinawa. But that is going to do it. Okinawa, one loss on the season. The only black mark was tonight. And, I mean, they played a great game. They played a great game on the offense. They played a great game on the defense. Okinawa just not quite able to get enough goals on the board to finish it off. You know, Pip Starleather, 3 out of the 3 goals for Okinawa. Player of the game for the boys in red, but you can't overturn Golden Knight with 10 out of the 13 shots. Offensive fiend. Great stuff. Played the 200 foot of ice pretty cleanly. Thank you, Greece, for the sub. I did not miss that. But yeah, it's been a great game. It's been a great sense of accomplishment down on the ice for the Austin Alligators. Huge 2 points for the end of the season, and we'll see if how that'll transition into the postseason. But huge game, huge win. Let's take a look at the individual stats. Of course, not all of the members that played for Okinawa are shown here on the screen. Papa Shields, the only one not on the list, but he does get his points. We just don't have a way to show it clean and calmly. But, you know, great game. Great competition from both sides of the ice. Golden Knight lost all of his channel points because he wanted to win the game, so take that as you will. But yeah, it was a great game, great shots, great goals. Some highlight reel stuff as well. There's a lot of up and down. There's a lot of saves made. Pip Starleather had a few great ones there in that matchup. I'm trying to update the scoreboard while I ramble on mindlessly about anything that I can possibly think of down there on the ice. Yeah, both teams going to make the playoffs. Both teams are going to be in the promotional series regardless of however the end of the season pans out. Austin Alligators have a game against the Phoenix Flares still pending, and that'll be the last match of the season for them. Charleston Ice Cats, I think, finished off their season tonight alongside the Okinawa Generation, so both of their final scores are locked in. I will show you that in a few seconds. Golden Knight said that they lost to the Flare, so the Flare pulling off the game. Austin Alligators 4, Generations 3. I'm talking to myself. That's all I mean. I've myself all evening. Download that. All right, I think we're good. So taking a look at what the finalized kind of standings. They're not exactly finalized. They're pretty close though. This is what the Benders Conference looks like right now, with the games being played. Top 3 teams finishing up their games here tonight. Very close, very clean, very crisp from both sides of the ice. Yeah, Okinawa Generations finishing first out of the Benders Conference with 24 standing points, 12 wins, 1 loss on the season. Did not go undefeated, but they were close. And yeah, so second place going to the Austin Alligators, getting 22 standing points, having the game over the Charleston Ice Cats. Those two played earlier on in the season. And, well, Austin Alligators came out on top. 4-11, the score of that game, back on February the 19th. Of course, Kentucky Karen still got 1 game in hand, but I don't think that does not affect the standings at all, because the most they can get is 20 points, and that still lands them down there in 4th place. So, yeah, so there you have it. That's the finalized standings for the promotional series for the Benders Conference. And, yeah, with that being said, I think... Hang on, let me check this really quickly so we can take a look at it before we finish off here tonight. Yeah, this looks right. All right, so right now, this is the intermediate promotional series. As the standings are currently, Okinawa Generations will be playing Hartford Wolves in a best of 3. Not sure if the Hartford Wolves will stay there. New Jersey Bullets have 2 games remaining on the season. Tomorrow's the last day of the regular season, so if you're going to get games in, get them in now. But yeah, Hartford Wolves probably not going to make it. It's probably going to be the New Jersey Bullets, if not the Michigan Mafia. Austin Alligators right now set to play Michigan. That is not confirmed. That might be the New Jersey Bullets as well, as they still have a chance to move up past a few slots in the standings. Hot Springs Hot Tamales right now first place, can be taken out by the Massachusetts Pumpkin Monkeys down there in the bottom right. So Hot Springs not confirmed to be first place. Kentucky Karens will be playing whoever first place is, though. Massachusetts right now set to play Charleston. That's going to be a huge series. I will cast that 10 out of 10 times, unless there's a higher division that precedes them. But yeah, if you beat every game on the screen right now is a best of 3. If you win your first round, you go on to play the intermediate team, unless you're Okinawa, unless you're Hartford. Then you go on to intermediate, because we do not have a 7th place for them to play against. This is what the seedings are. If you want to take a picture of this right now, I'll give you a chance. 3, 2, 1, boom. These are the seedings. This is how we seed this. This is how we were going to seed this. Originally, the intermediate division was going to have a better and worse record. The worst record would be on the top left. The better record would have been on the top right. That is why the open, between the two first places of open, the better record would automatically get the bye into intermediate, because that's how seeding works. But yeah, so far, open division looking pretty tight, looking pretty neat. But of course, we still have a few questions left to be answered before we can get games underway. As soon as all of the standings, all the games that can affect the standings are finished, we will start the postseason. That is more up to Open than it is IM, because Open is the prerequisite to the intermediate rounds. So once Open's finished, you guys can start your matches. But until then, we'll have to wait a little bit. I'll announce it in the Open announcements whenever we're ready to rock and roll. That reminds me, I gotta do Stars of the Week. Don't think I've forgotten about them, because I haven't. I just have not had the time to sit down and get that all drawn up. But yeah, good finishing of the game. One last look at the team-based stats before we take it down for the night. Okinawa 3, Austin Alligators 4. Great offensive chances from both sides of the ice, but Okinawa ultimately not able to win, but they did get the first spot. They clinched the title of Open before this match with the win over the Ice Cats. So they didn't really need this win, and I think they knew that. But yeah, Austin Alligators played a great game tonight. They have the head-to-head record over the Austin Alligators, the Austin Alligators have the head-to-head record over the Charleston Ice Cats, I think. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it here tonight. My brain's been fried. I've been talking way too much on the microphone for SPL. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more SPL action on the SPL Network. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for all of the support, all of the care. Messiah, Hex for the subs. Thank you, Young Buck, for the 5 bits. Grace, thank you for the Prime. Means a lot to me. Thanking you guys that would willingly put forth an amount of cash thinking that this is worth that. Means a lot to me. It's a big ego booster, and my ego's already pretty massive already. But thank you to all of our legendary supporters, Eli, Irvion, Laugh Track, JStronics especially. He's the reason we had colors on the ice tonight. Huge thanks to him. Uncle Gubby from the Northern Hills Voodoo, former league admin and broadcaster Min, did not get enough recognition while she was here, so I got to get it now. And of course, Messiah and Fizz also on that list. They did a lot last postseason, so that's the reason they haven't gotten taken off yet. Thank you, Cloudy, for gifting another sub on top of your sub. And everybody in white, our current subs to the channel. If you're not on the list and you did sub today, I will get you tomorrow. But yeah, thank you to 5'7" also for the background cinematics. Did a great job on this back in season 2. We lost it for a while, but it's back now, and I really like the amount of polish it adds to this this post-broadcast screen. But yeah, there's a lot of names. I don't know why there's so many of you that thought that this would be a cool idea, but I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining one bit. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for more Slapshot action. Tune in at 2 p.m. We do a little podcast. I do a little podcast called the SBL Post to Post. We go over standings. We go over potential playoff pictures. We also go over general news, what's going on in lobby chat, etc. Keep you in the loop for SPL action. We do it every day at 2 p.m. It's a daily show. Be there, be squared. Twitch.tv/DarthTaxSill. If you're open division or lower, check out Snail Mail. Snail Mail Invitational. It's a great weekly tournament we do every Saturday at 7 p.m. This week's winners were Distress, Sazaya, and Stiff. Congratulations to winning this week. yeah, if you're interested in any of that, if you want to find links that you don't know where they're at, DM me. I'll get you set up and get you ready to go. But yeah, I think that's it. I was looking at my cards, thinking, what did I miss? Anything promotional wise that I forgot? No, I think I'm good. Check out the TikTok that Wizards Only does. He does a lot of work for that TikTok account. Trying to get it promoted, trying to get views on there. Check it out. Slapshot GG, I think, on the app. Yeah. Okinawa Generations won the first game, and the Austin Alligators won the second. But yeah, Gators won it. What was it? 8-6, 5-4. Yeah, good stuff. Good games. Good competition. Great sportsmanship. We'll be back tomorrow for more Slapshot goodness. Don't know when we're going live. Check out the website. Make sure to keep your tabs on that to see the first and foremost. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more Slapshot, more Premier League, and more network, and more puck stuff. But anyway, that's going to do it for me here this evening. Thank you for tuning in to the SPL Network. I'm Darth. We'll catch you on the next one.